I think those who are following the Zimbabwean politics, tensions these days are visible within Zanu PF, even when it comes to gathering. You can tell that Zanu PF is tense at the moment, especially the tensity is so visible amongst the factions. Even when it comes to sitting arrangement, there is a lot of mistrust. When it comes to security, that is actually done around Chiwenga, as well as security that is around Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa and zviganadas. You can tell that the levels of mistrust have diminished within Zanu PF, a country that is currently leading Zimbabwe, and there is seemingly another round of factional battles within Zanu PF. Intensification of these battles is normally witnessed by the pompous Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa faction. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. So, plotting as well as further plotting continues to be the order of the day within Zanu PF. I think if events that have taken place, especially over this past long holiday in Zimbabwe, you would have actually noticed that tensions continue to escalate, especially between the two warring factions in Zanu PF. There is a video that has emerged of the Minister of Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa, that is Daniel Gawe. And remember, by the way, I have repeated this numerous times, that when you see Mnangagwa's ministers speaking, they do not just speak on their own. Even the script is actually from the bedroom of Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa. So whatever Daniel Gawe is actually speaking out, the venom that he is spitting, and I must say, because when he says all those who are anti 2030 agenda, calling them names, he is simply also picking on retired General Chiwenga, because you can tell that he is anti-2030 agenda. Now, what is this round all about now? Remember, there is Zanu PF conference that is coming very, very soon. And this conference, as it is coming, there is still a pending issue of Gudawashe Takwirei. Some are saying within Zanu PF he has been co-opted. Some are saying no, he has not been co-opted. If ever that process is ongoing, it is still an ongoing process. Some are of the opinion that, by the way, his name was flashed out the moment it surfaced. And I must attest that the forcing in of Gudawashe Takwirei within Zanu PF, of which Mnangagwa is desperate to do so. He is desperate as he was desperate with the resolution 2030, when all those whom he had actually sent to actually make sure that they campaign for this resolution in Bulawayo, when they had done their homework, and when it was left for him to actually rubber stamp this matter, I mean, he got scared because there was a lot that was happening, which he had actually targeted his children, which he had also targeted those whom he was sending your goodwills, Masimiremba, and seeing that the tension was escalating, Emerson Tambudzo Mnangagwa had actually to de-escalate the situation by turning down that resolution, only to send his followers to do another campaign for 2030. So, in essence, now what they are doing, there is a Zanu PF conference, and already approaching this Zanu PF conference, in my view, Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa has been defeated. How he wanted to use this conference, during this conference, he wanted to go to this conference with Gudawashe Chakwire, having been co-opted, being a central committee member. Now, the co-option of Gudawashe Chakwire remains an opinion rather than an official co-option at the moment. It remains opinion, and it is interpreted differently within the top leaders of Zanu PF. That on its own is a setback to the plan that Mnangagwa has. What is this plan? Going into a conference, in my mind, they intended to push for Dawashe Takwire to succeed Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. If Gudawashe Takwire was not toned down by retired General Chiwenga, the man himself, this time around deciding not to send Blessed Geza, not to send anyone, but to actually get rid of the men within the Central Committee, that away of Gudawashe Takwire, in essence, it was symbolic. And that is why you saw Mnangagwa now going back to the drawing board. But I must attest, they have not given up on their plan. That is why you see the loud mouth, this Zanu PF, this Minister of Local Government, making such noise. You see, it's very, very unfortunate in Zanu PF that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa manipulate these old men, because also they are fighting to survive within Zanu PF. Remember, they are getting salaries, they are getting allowances. The more they make noise about 2030, the more they receive a lot of money from these people, a group of people called zviganadas. So, at the moment, I must attest to you that they want to push forward with Gudawashe Chakwire with 2030 resolution up to the conference. And Gudawashe Chakwire is an alternative that if within this conference they don't get a certain answer when it comes to 2030 mantra, definitely they will try to utilize this man to succeed Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Why is Mnangagwa, I think, preferring Gudawashe Takwire? I have explained it over and over. As much as Mnangagwa and Chiwenga had good relations previously, a lot has happened since 2017 up to date, which makes the relationship to be sour at the moment. And Mnangagwa, being conscious of what he has done to the men, he cannot trust the men at all, and knowingly that the man is aware of what he attempted to do to him. So he is not a preferred successor. I'm sure, according to the arrangement that was made between Mnangagwa and Chiwenga, was that leave the country for 5 years, afterwards give it to me. And I'm sure there was a list of all the military general, and the plan was laid down. But that plan has been taken to the dustbin by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. He has another plan at the moment. And I think I was explaining that if Gudawashe Takwire is made to be the president, I think the picture that I put speaks volumes. Then the son of Mnangagwa may be the commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Now, it makes the Mnangagwa family to be still in charge, because the politics of Zimbabwe runs like this at the moment. It's not elections that determine the issues of succession or of who gets to be the president. I think we are all aware, as things stand, unless Zimbabweans decides to stand up and put an end to this. But as things stand, it is the way of soldiers that actually resolve issues of succession since the formation of this terrorist organization called Zanu PF. So Mnangagwa wants to protect his economic interests, which have been accumulated through corruption, and they have got similar interest with the zviganadas. They also want to protect their economic interest. And at the heart of that, who is actually who is a threat if he is to emerge, it is none other than retired General Chiwenga. He has promised to actually lock all these people who have accumulated wealth through dodgy means. He have said their day of reckoning is actually coming. And that threat, they are not taking it lightly. In fact, that is why you have seen them joining this 2030 mantra, putting a lot of money. A lot of money is being wasted. You would think that Zanu PF is competing against an opposition for its survival. No, it is competing amongst itself. So I mean, it's gonna be one drama after another, leading up to the Zanu PF conference, which is due in October. But it's game on between the zviganadas as well as also retired General Chiwenga, who will emerge. Only time will tell. We will be watching this and keeping on updating you. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Omhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of